Welcome back to What's New. This is going to be a fun journey. There is a saying, dog training is 24/7. Either you are training your dog or your dog is training you.
Yes, on both of those, most certainly. Well, our own Stephanie Haney has experienced a lot of ups and downs with her pup, Oscar Wilde McCool, who just turned 1, so he's still a little puppy. Oscar's behavior left a lot to be desired. As a matter of fact, we've heard a lot of stories about Oscar.
He could be a bad boy.
So she turned to Shaker Hound Academy for some much-needed help.
For a lot of us, getting a puppy can be the best thing to ever happen to us. But if I'm being honest, sometimes they can be the absolute worst. Case in point, meet Mr. Oscar Wilde McCool. Oscar the Wild Man if you follow him on Instagram. And even for all of his adorable fluff and sweet puppy kisses, boy has he been living up to the wild part of his name.
We are here for what I am calling Operation Oscar.
I've met Oscar. Oscar's your typical teenage pup with some good behaviors and some, we would say, undesired behaviors. We're here to work on both of those.
That's dog trainer Chris Ramsay,
Oscar, go ahead.
the owner of the Shaker Hound Academy in Shaker Heights, who promises me that Oscar is, in fact, trainable. And more importantly, so am I.
And this is different than how they used to train in the 70s and 80s. It was like, you're going to follow my commands. I'm going to tell you what to do every second of the day. And if you don't, you're going to get in trouble.
Chris uses a modern training style called training between the ears that focuses on rewarding good behavior instead of punishing your pup for things you don't want them to do.
So it takes some time. It's worth it. The more time you put up front, the less work you have to do later. When he starts making decisions on our own, this is what we want.
That's kind of hard to wrap my mind around because at 1-year-old now, Oscar's decisions up to this point have included climbing on coffee tables, jumping on countertops, eating wallets, toilet paper, socks, and shoes, jumping up on everyone who comes through the front door, and dragging me down the street while trying to chase every car that passes us by on our walks. You could say he's excited about life, and it shows.
I would say excitability is a problem for most dogs, and it's nice that Oscar's excitability is driven by, you could say, optimism. So when their excitability is driven by anger or pessimism, those are more serious cases.
Oscar, the optimist, also has 2 cats living with him at home who don't exactly appreciate his big personality, especially when he wants to chase them across the room.
McDuff, not a fan. Finn, quietly tolerant.
Tolerates, okay.
Yeah.
Tolerates good. So the more that Oscar can kind of relax and behave properly, the cats will pick up on that body language. If the cats come in the room and Oscar just looks at the cats and he just does this, the cats won't do that. So if we work on his behavior, it'll change the cat's behavior and everybody wins.
Yes.
Good.
We love the sound of that, but we know we need a little extra help with all of this right now, so that's why Oscar is about to embark on a 2-week doggy boot camp with Chris to give all of us the jump start we need.
Once we deal with his excitement piece and we get him kind of relaxed and a little bit focused, not like a robot, but just like behaving good, we can ask him to do whatever we want. If we don't take care of the emotional piece first, we can't ask for that physical piece.
Can we get the excitement piece under control? Will we ever make it to the physical piece? Chris seems to think so, but only time will tell. Either way, stay tuned for the results in part 2 of Operation Oscar.
Okay, Oscar. Be good, buddy. I love you. I know. You're so excited. You're so excited. Okay.
So you can learn more about Shaker Hound Academy and training between the ears in our Ready Pet Go section. That's on WKYC.com. But Jay and Betsy, I've also recently sent in the DNA testing for Oscar. I'm just wondering how much of it's going to come back goat. Because that dog has eaten so many rolls of toilet paper, so many shoes.
2 licenses.
2 licenses. Thank you very much, Mike Polk. You are a saint. You have specifically contributed 2 driver's license, 2 wallets to the education
And knowing Mike, he was like chill about both times. I can't imagine that he would have even, said a word about it. It's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah, he was pretty chill about it.
So we don't want to give too much away here because part 2 is we're going to see the progress that's been made. But in general, when you went into this, were you at a hopeless stage? Did you think that this dog was hopeless or no?
You know, if there was a rope to be at the end of, we were a block down the street.
Oh, wow.
So you were really, really ready.
He's very optimistic.
Yeah.
And energetic, too.
Well, that's what I love the way he put it. You know, he's got a lot of optimism and a lot of energy for life, and that's good. But you just have to learn how to put a leash on it, so to speak.
His little head poking through the cat door
is
is
adorable.
thing for
Yeah.
me. All right, Stephanie, cannot wait to see.
When do we see
the
part
update.
2?
That'll be next week.
Okay, great.
Thank
Looking
you so
forward to
much.
it.